Welcome to another video from Avantgarde Snide. Today, or should I say yesterday, I got something awesome which you're hearing right now. This is something that I got temporarily for recording purposes. It is a Yamaha piano, digital piano. I can't even guess. I think it's from the newer era where the PSR 413 is, or something like that, PSRE 413, but I think this is some kind of YPG keyboard, and this is the main demo of it. Well, I can't even say if it is, but there are other songs in here. This is not even the first one, it's just the thing that just gets played when you press the demo button. And it just does all this stuff. Well, anyway, there's all this cool stuff in here. It's even got a pitch bend. I can't do that, by the way. Wish I could. And I can't do this either. But it's got normal piano style keys. It's got 88 of them, which is kind of cool. And it's got a pitch bend, and it's got a few awesome voices. As you can hear the signature Yamaha sound here, drums and everything. This is what I classify as true Yamaha sound in the mid-range category. Okay. Hope it's not going to do any more. Oh, it just replays it. Okay. So, first, let me give you a description of the keyboards. Let me turn it off. Well, I shouldn't call it a keyboard, but I'm just going to reference it as a keyboard. So, on the left edge and on the right edge, there are huge speakers. Very huge. And they're very far apart. And then a little bit above, well, on the top half of that, there's the same power button which you can find on my keyboard. And in the same placement, there's the volume knob, which is actually basically the same. And then below that, you've got, well, in phase with the power button, maybe even a little bit above it, there are two buttons. One of them is a chord dictionary, the other one I have no idea what it does. And to the right of that, there are three more. One turns the reverb off and on, and gives you the opportunity to change a bunch of weird effects, weird harmony effects, and echo and distortion and crap, I think. And that's why it's very hard for me to know what these buttons do, because I have no idea. I just kept messing around with them yesterday. I tried to make a recording of it, but it didn't work. Anyway, the button below, after that, somehow turns the style into something else, and then puts the one-touch setting, which is like the voice that's suited for the style, or whatever you call that, on there. The third button, I have no idea what it does, and below that there are three circular buttons, which I don't know what they do. And then there are three buttons below the ones which I was talking about with the chord dictionary and all that. I have no idea what they do. I know that one of them has this thing where if you're playing a style and you have a chord selected with the auto accompaniment, it will somehow make it so that whatever you play will be in sync. Well, not in sync, but with the chords. Like, you can't play a normal melody with it, if you know what I mean. I know that. And below that, there are two bigger buttons that are rectangles facing vertically, the longer way. One of them is the metronome, the other one is the tap tempo button, which instead of the metronome click, it sounds like a hi-hat, except a different kind of hi-hat, something that is not usually heard. Where those three circular buttons that I was talking about before are, below that there are 7 track buttons. I think they're track buttons, assuming, because if you were to play a song you can mute tracks, and I don't know if this keyboard can record. Wish I would know how to, because it'd be awesome if I could. Below that, there's the usual controls for, on the right, there's the play, stop. To the left of that, for style, it's synchro start, I think. And I think it's also like a break thing, like when you press it and you press another chord, it goes again. And for the songs, it's go, I think it's pause. And then I don't know what the third, oh, the third one turns this thing off where if you hold the key, if you hold the chord with your left hand, it will, well, not play it if you let go and stop the style immediately. That's weird. The fourth one is the first and second variation part of the styles, I think. And the fifth one is the intro and ending. I think one of those, I think the fourth and fifth ones, don't get me wrong, I don't know, I forgot, are the go forwards and backwards through the song. And in this case, I think I'm going to get interrupted in just a few seconds, but I'm going to keep recording anyway. So, the way fast forward and rewind works is, if you hold the button, it would just keep going, just like my keyboard, if it would be stopped. But instead of just letting it go silent, it keeps going, and when you let go for, like when you hold it for a certain amount of time, it fast forwards that much, and then it plays. Like, it stops, like, it keeps going at the normal rate, it doesn't speed up or anything, and then once you let it go, then it'll jump there. And the last button on the left is the auto accompaniment button, which you already know what it does. To the right of that, there's a display, of course, and then there are 4 buttons which have lights next to them. I think they are the songs, what I call performances, which I don't know what they are really, of styles and voice. You already know what those do. And of course, to the right of that, there are another set of buttons which look the same. There are 8 buttons. A few of them I don't know what they do. I know the one on the right is effect, then I think it's dual or layer, and then split. I don't know what the others do, I forgot. I know that 2 of them do the same thing, where they put it back to a piano voice, which is weird. Anyway, where the voice button is, to the right of that, there's this dial, which you can turn to simulate the plus and minus buttons. You can do it forward or back. And below the edges of that, there are 2 category buttons, I think. That's what they do. They change between categories. And, of course, there's a numeric keypad, which is a little smaller than my keyboard. Very circular, small buttons with the 5 having a dot on it, just like always. And to the right of that, on the top, there's the demo button, which I just pressed. It just plays this thing, which is like the factory demo of the keyboard, but if you were to go to song number 1, it would be a little different. I'm going to talk about that in a bit, if I ever do. And I forgot to tell you, on the sides of the keyboard, it feels like it's actually made of wood, and that's cool. And on the left side, where the wood is, there's a little enclosure which houses the pitch bend wheel, which you can only turn up and down. What's weird about Yamaha pitch bends is that the ones that have no modulation built into them, where there's no modulation wheel right next to it or anything, just a pitch, you're gonna have to turn it up or down. And of course, if you turn it some way and you let it go, it'll spring back to the middle, just like every other one does. I know that a lot of keyboards like Roland, I think the most that they do this is Roland, where the pitch bend, you can turn it right and left, and then up is the modulation. And I know about a chord keyboard that you can turn the pitch bend wheel down, except you can turn it right and left. Like, it's not vertical, it's horizontal in that case. You can turn it right or left, and then you can turn it up or down. I don't know what the down does. And I know of a few PSRE keyboards that didn't have these piano style keys, that had these dials, or these turning things to the right of the volume, I think somewhere over there, that would allow you to change the cutoff, I think, or some kind of filtering. I don't know what it was, but something to do with bass and treble, and you could customize that. Another thing I really want to know is how do you put sustain on here or transpose the keyboard. If you look at the back, from what I know, you've got your power cord on the left. There's either a headphone jack or sustain. Then there's a MIDI port, a little bit more to the right, and that has a little screw on the end. I don't know what that's for. Another headphone jack or sustain pedal. I don't know which is which. And then there's something that looks like a lightning port, which could suggest that you can plug in a lightning to USB cable in here, but then no, that wouldn't make sense, because you'd plug that into your phone and then that through USB, and that's why USB port is right over there to the right, which may not be a USB port. I may just have something wrong, and it could be anything else. I don't know, because it looks a little different than a normal USB port. And to the right of that, there's this thing. I don't even know what it is, and you can turn it, and it does nothing. It's kind of like with the tuning potentiometers on the very old keyboards, except this is just a little thing that you can turn, and it does nothing. So that's weird. Okay, now let's have a look at the voices. A few of them, at least. So this is the upgraded grand piano. And that's what it's supposed to be. And no matter what voice you're on, you can do this. Yeah, like that. I don't know why, but the second and third voices are basically the same. And then there's this. Okay, I'm done with that one. So that's the bright piano, as you all know. This is the harpsichord, which has been updated from my old keyboard. It sounds a little better. I can't give any demonstrations, unfortunately, because I don't know how you play that, but as you may notice, it has no touch sensitivity, which means, well, what I kind of don't like about it is that it doesn't have any key clicks. Or if it does, then I'm not noticing it. Okay, next. Yeah, like always. This is one of those mini grands. Basically the same as my keyboard, just with more dynamic range. But what is even more awesome that's on this keyboard is this. So as you can hear, it's got like a peak where I love this thing. It's so awesome. Even more awesome is this one. So again, this velocity peak stuff. This one you can't really tell, but it wobbles from left to right, and that's got the phaser on it. Same as mine, basically. Same as mine again. Oh God. As you may notice, I'm playing everything in D minor or A minor or C major. And that's a weakness of mine because I was always used to transposing the keyboard and I can't do that here. And again, I can't put sustain on it either. And that sucks. Now this is one of the cooler ones where it's got echo in it. Same as before, I don't know why that's there. That's the clavichord or something with no reverb this time, that's weird. That's the same as my keyboard. Oh God. They're always, like, they're everywhere on this thing. They're everywhere on this organ sound. I'm not going to talk about the organs. There's really nothing else that I can talk about. Just going to skip to the strings real quick. Where is it? The numbering system. Oh, there it is. So, these are the updated strings, the ones that they just put in here. yeah. So as you can hear, it's awesome, and I did a little remix of the Yamaha PSS 280 demo song, just in case if you were wondering what that was. Okay. This is the old strings, and these are the ones that I've been using. I don't know why I just did that, because to me, on this keyboard, it doesn't sound as good as on my other one. I prefer the first ones if I were myself, as if I am now, you know. I just don't like these right now. As they are right now. The crap? How the crap did that happen? Now I gotta get back in here. Why didn't they change the pizzicato sounds? I don't know. The crap? Oh, okay, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, nothing changed about that either. Yeah, I'm not good with vibrato on these pitch bend wheels. No. That was an alarm tone that I kind of get freaked out by, but I'm still playing it. The reason why I am is because it was so engraved in my mind, and I still have the tone. Because I've heard it for 30 minutes straight, and that's all it was. It kept looping. and with this harp sound, which sounded exactly the same. Like that. I don't like playing this. I just played it because I can. This has no chorus. I'm just gonna get into a few of these. That's my old chorus sound. That's ooh. And this. What I like about a lot of these woodwinds that put vibrato at the end is this. They change the pitch. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. And of course this one that they're advertising so much. I think the reason why is because it's got dynamic range. You can see a little bit more of the breath, I guess. I don't know what this is, but it sounds like a clarinet. To me, it sounds like a clarinet, but why did they put it here? Another saxophone. These are the ones that I had on my keyboard, as well as this. Of course. Yeah, that, of course. We also kept that one. And here's the old clarinet. I know it's got no vibrato, but to me it sounds better than the real one. oboes again. Bassoon is here again. Now there's the trumpet that has been changed. Again, you can change the speed of the vibrato. Again, the trombone's been changed, as well as the muted trumpet. But they've kept the old ones. To me, this one has more dynamic range. So this is before 2003 or so. And of course, yeah, that song. I don't know what that is. These haven't been changed. The same horn. And here's the flute. To me, this flute, and even though the other one hasn't been removed, this one sounds realistic, just like everything else. And it's also got dynamic range. Why is it that I keep doing that? I don't know why. So that's the sample that goes up from here. There's no dynamic range for that one. Oh God. And again, better sounding pant flute. This one doesn't have any dynamic range. And this... To me, it sounds like an octave down version of the piccolo, but I think they're trying to disguise that as a flute, the old one. But to me, that's not the old flute like I'm used to it, just like with the strings. It's a little different. Ow. That's enough to scare everyone. Again, just like always. There's really nothing else that I can show you. All the voices are the same, basically. I just noticed there's something over here on the wood-like part of the keyboard. There's some writing. Maybe that's gotta have something to do with the model number. Anyway, I'm gonna start this up again and show you what's my problem with the styles, because I kind of don't care about all these effects. You already know what they do. The first style, if you go to it, right now, it's this one. It probably isn't the first one, though. And I don't know why it does that. So, if I go to 001, it's this one. But the problem with this is the styles keep changing. Like, I don't know why, but every single time you try to change, like, not change, but use a style, and you use it, then the style changes, and you never know where you are. So if I try to type in 25, the crap, like that. Wait, where am I? Did I accidentally press something? Yeah, I think I did. Okay. Now if I do 30, it like goes to these, which I have nothing. Oh, that's weird. A lot of these sounds are only accessible in styles. Like this for example. Let me change the tempo of this to real. The way I do that is, yeah, like that, and then I put it to default, go back to style. Now let me show you what the style actually sounds like. So I'm going to do synchro start, and I'm going to do the intro. How is that even possible? How can they pull this off? And the weirdest part about it is the ending. Listen to this. Why can't I do that? That's so awesome. I really want to find out where the style is that I'm looking for. And of course there's this one, which is very famous as well. Like this. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. harmony on. Again, it does that. Why can't I do that? That's so awesome. Anyway, let's take a look. Let's take a look at a few more of these. Oh, this one. This is the one that I remember as being the one that I put my mix on. In fact, I'm just gonna switch to the saw wave real quick. Where is it? What the crap? Oh. And, I'm gonna play this because I can. I hope. It's changed a little bit. Oh, come on. I said synchro start. Yeah, it's changed. Just a little bit. Locate this button here. I'm going to show you the weird thing. I'm going to show you the weird thing that I came across. The one that I was talking about that let you do anything and it would be in sync with the chord. Check this out. I'm just using one key. The next key. And I can practically just roll my finger over all the keys and it will do this. With the black keys, it's a little different. to show you is that if you hold this, what the crap? It automatically ends for you? What? How intelligent is this? Let me try it again. Now I'm just gonna sit here and I'll do this. Oh, it won't. Okay. Now, I'm gonna break here, and I'm gonna show you what happens if you hold this and press the right button. That works. Now if you hold it and press the right, it will do this. Yeah. Okay, that was cool. Now let's see if it auto powers off again. Because I don't know what that was. Like, how did it auto power itself off like that? Doesn't seem like it's going to. I'm gonna take this stuff out of here. Maybe it just accidentally hit something. And of course, you can do that, like everything else. And you can also slow it down. Like this. If you keep pressing that button, it'll slow down. Oh god, it just keeps going. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough for the styles. Let me just restart the keyboard just in case something happens. Now, you may have heard the demo. Now I'm going to show you a few of the songs and differences between that and what I call performance, which I don't know if that's what it's called, but I don't care. Let's play the first 3 songs, because they're the most awesome ever. Let me try that again. Unfortunately, they are a little too noisy, so just like the demo, I recommend you put the volume just a little lower. this or that demo that I showed you before, these are awesome for commercials, like for the demos of the keyboard. Okay, and this one stops, it doesn't loop. The next one is the one that showcases all the nuances, the sweet spots of the keyboard. Because this one's like a loud, noisy demo thing, and this one is a little quieter. Now that is what I call multi-track. That's what I like about these demos, is that they're not like my old keyboard, which had just songs with just a few tracks. This thing really demos its capabilities. And I'm not... Oh, flute. I don't know how many songs this has, but judging by the USB, you could probably use this as a MIDI thing and play MIDI files from it, except I don't know how you do that. And I kind of don't want it to. This is good enough. Another thing I like about this is that they're way longer. They're longer than any of my other songs, you know? And they have way more things in them. And my third, the third song is another one of my favorites. That's why I want to play the first three. This is what I classify as the Piaggero version of the song Takeoff, as I call it, because that's what everyone else calls it. This is on the PSR 170, song number 2, PSR 270, song number 1, because that only had 3 songs, I think. And this one, which could be a YPG, which means may not even be Piaggero. But if it is, well, that's why this is in here. And this is what I classify as the last version that I know of that sounds the same as the Piaggero, because I've played videos on this one. So I'm going to play it live right now. Okay, now let's show you... What the crap? Oh, okay. Let's show you the differences between this and the other one. First, let me show you what you can do. The track buttons let you do this. The first and the last, I don't know what that does, unfortunately. Oh, that turns the drums off. Wait, so I just noticed something. If you actually pull the keys, like push one of the play buttons or one of those buttons that look like piano keys, if you push that, I mean pull it the other way. Yeah, the last one is drums. Yeah, that's just the accompaniment stuff. And I can also show you, like that's what it does. That's how you fast forward. What was that click I heard? I don't know what that was. Oh, that's what you do. Okay, let me try that again. So I just press that button, the one to the right, the second on the right, and then I'm gonna press it again right here, and then this happens. That's cool, so you can repeat parts of the song. I don't know what the smallest interval is. Let me check. That didn't work. Okay. So you can do that, you can do half bars. Anyway, this is the song. Now, if I switch over to performance mode, play the same song, but with a key difference. Listen to the difference. This is a style. You can do whatever you want with it. That's me just pressing the variation button. And you can even stop it, like this. And at the end of it, it's just gonna stop like this. Yeah, like that. And now there's no style playing. I don't know if you can actually change the style or not. No. You can't. But I think it's just one thing that's playing the tracks. I mean, one thing. I mean, one, you know. No, it's more than one track. But you can. That's cool. So it's like a jam pattern. You can't change the auto accompaniment though. So the same things apply. The first button stops and starts, the second one pauses. I don't think that pauses at all, actually. The fourth one is the variation. And the fifth one stops it completely, and the sixth one does nothing. So that's kind of cool, but I don't know why you would want to use it. And then I can just do that, and it stops. Yeah. I can't end it normally, and you can't start with an intro.